Thanks to you as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, and it's a privilege to be speaking with you and the rest. Just a bit about Discover Muay Thai, and I'll be sharing as well on the concept of social entrepreneurship. As you mentioned as well, the difference between social enterprises and also NGO and all that. So I think these are the things that we'll be talking today. Just a bit on the brief introduction on Discover Muay Thai. We've been established for close to 6 years already. As a social enterprise, we are registered not under ROS, we are registered under Sendirian Berhad. So as you all know, the technical term of it is that for ROS, it is for NGOs. So for us as a social enterprise, which creates social impact, and we are still making profit out of it to ensure sustainability, we can't go under ROS, because for ROS is donation basis, crowdfunding and all that. For us, we still operate as a business, of course. At the same time, the most important thing is to make sure that it creates an impact. Now, a bit on a history or brief introduction about Discover Muay Thai. I think that Carl can explain more because you've been to 2 of my sessions. But just briefly to say that what we do is I have a center in Bukit Bintang, Jalan Alo, whereby we take in underprivileged, at-risk youth, where most of them are come from the B40 community. So when we say B40, mainly people who comes from urban poverty or even rural poverty areas as well, with a household income of lower than 2,500 ringgit. So they come from a tough background. So the whole household income to support your kids, support your spouse and all that must be below 2,500 ringgit. So this is when we see a lot of initiatives. I think that especially now during the COVID situation, government announced to support B40, B40, B40. So this is the term actually. So we've been doing with B40 even before people know of this term B40%. So most of these participants who join our academy are people from that background. And not only that, they are school dropouts. We also take in young kids from correctional centers such as Henry Gurney, which I think Malaysians would know, which is a pusat pemulihan for kids who have committed crime at juvenile age. Also, we take in anak-anak yatim and basically young people who does not have the second chance or opportunity to progress in life. So we take them in to our center based in Bukit Bintang, Jalan Lo, and we place them there for 4 months. Throughout the duration of 4 months, they not only learn Muay Thai. I come from a Muay Thai background. The name of my organization is Discover Muay Thai. Muay Thai is a form of martial art which instills discipline, respect. It's almost a tool for them to learn and for them to come to our academy to make sure that they acknowledge all the values that sport or martial arts give. But most importantly, when they are together with us for 4 months, it's not only Muay Thai they learn, they have English classes twice a week. They have counseling sessions where a counselor will come to the gym and actually have sessions with them. There's also volunteering classes where they have to go out and they have to volunteer themselves. There's religion and moral studies for both races, for all races, and so many things. They learn entrepreneurship and all that as well, project management, in hopes that after 4 months, they learn all these valuable traits that they could not learn prior to joining Discover Muay Thai Academy. Now, what's important is after 4 months, people will ask, where do they go? And where are they? And how does it reflect back to our organization? Now, we've been doing this for the past 6 years. For each batch that we take, we make sure that the boys, after their graduation with us, they either work with us as coaches or as trainers at the gym that we have, or they work with our partners. Some of them we partner up with a few organizations. Some of them work as sales with Celebrity Fitness, for example. Some of them work with retail stores. Some of them work with our partners who are been helping us even during the academy itself. Some of them even goes back to school. So these are the things that we do at Discover Muay Thai to ensure that after 4 months, they don't just go back to where they were before, to make sure that they have jobs and they have opportunities. So that is to explain briefly about what we do at Discover Muay Thai. And if you come over to my gym, we now have 3 branches in KL, in Puchong, and recently in Setialam. So the one in
congrats.
Thanks. The one in Setialam just opened up in January. Unfortunately, things were picking up really well, but now back to MCO. So everyone is back on holiday for a while. But yeah, if you come to my gyms, to understand what social business or social enterprise is about easily, is that if you come to my gym, you'll see the ones who takes care of the counter, who handle sales, who are the trainers, who are the co-trainers, comes from the boys from our academy. So this is how we ensure sustainability and make sure that they are together with us all the way. And we make sure that once they are graduated with us, if they want to become coaches, for example, they have to be certified under Majlis Sukan Negara as Muay Thai instructors and fitness coaches with Sports Science Level 1. So wherever they go in this world, they can actually earn an income by becoming a Muay Thai athletes and coach. So yeah, that's just briefly what we do at Discover Muay Thai about. So to answer to that question is our main, we have a few revenues, I would say. The gym is one. So when it comes to the gym, it's as usual. I think that anyone here knows how a gym works. So if you sign for a subscription, so let's say a monthly subscription, contoh, which costs us about maybe between 180 ringgit to 250 ringgit. This is just an example. If they take the monthly package, some of them will take the 1-year package, some of them will take the 2-year package, some will take lifetime package, and so on, and some will take the personal training package, for example. So if when it comes to the monthly package, so let's say it's 250 ringgit a month, so a certain percentage of that money, the profit that we make from that figure, will be channeled back to the academy, which would help in terms of to pay for their food, electricity bills, to pay their books, their diaries when they have to write before they go to sleep. Each of them have to write in their diaries their reflection of what they actually learned today, what they like today, what they don't like today. So if you see from the book itself, you will know that from the what I don't like section, most of it is my name under it, of course, because I'm different during academy because it's always a bit strict. So these kind of things actually, and what actually is important to know that when you adopt that type of model, whereby you still chase the sales of a gym or to chase the revenues, making sure that you make money, that will further motivate you to put money into the organization and to make sure that you are able to help more people in the future. So that is how briefly or easily how social enterprise works. So now on the that's revenue number 1. We also have other revenues as well. The second one is, as what you have said earlier, on the corporate social responsibility, CSR. That's another part of the revenue arm, whereby, for example, I can give you an example here. I think everyone knows already. If they just go to our social media or if just do a quick Google on Discover Muay Thai. Recently, we collaborated with a giant, I would say, Harta Lega. Harta Lega, top glove manufacturing company, and now, especially during the COVID situation, they make so much money. But this is even before there was COVID. We've been working together with Harta Lega, and they said that, hey, we have our CSR initiatives, and we want to outsource it, or we want to hire Discover Muay Thai to provide this type of services to certain beneficiaries. So, for example, Harta Lega said that, hey, you know what? For batch number 5, batch number 6, batch number 7 of Discover Muay Thai Academy is all paid for, and it's all under Harta Lega. So they want to call dibs. This is an example that I can give. They want to call dibs on the future batch. So these are the type of CSR initiatives or collaboration that we work together with corporates. So that is another arm of revenue that we do as well. So as you can see, it's not just us providing our services as usual. Now it's a matter of collaborating with corporates, even for them to hire us, and so we provide our service to them to do their corporate social responsibilities. So these are the kind of things that we do at Discover Muay Thai. So that gap, I would say no for this moment, but we totally understand right now the demand of. There's so many agencies or even people, even in the government, saying that, hey, why not Discover Muay Thai open up for female? female participants. And as much as we want to create that change and get in female participants to be part of Discover Muay Thai Academy and to actually live at the gym and all that for 4 months, it's not easy. The reason is because of the law that has been already applied. The conditions at the gym or at my hostels and all are not suitable for female yet. You need female wardens. You need to have a certain area, a certain divide between male and female areas and all that. We do not have that capacity yet. In the future, hopefully, when we have a bigger place, when we have a bigger space, or when we have a solid structure, physical and also in terms of infra, to be able to get in female participants too. Right now, whenever we want to do programs for our female participants, it is on a project basis, meaning that they only come on the weekends or they come on one day and then they go back to their homes and all that. So yeah, those are the things that I can share in terms of the challenges that we face whenever we want to take in female participants. Culture that we create at Discover Muay Thai. There's many type of, you have Discover Muay Thai, but there are many arms under Discover Muay Thai. The first one is, of course, the Discover Muay Thai Academy that we've been talking about. And then we have the Discover Muay Thai gym, all the businesses, all the revenues and all that. The culture at Discover Muay Thai Academy, it can't be exactly the same like how I run my business. When I run my academy, it's not just me. We have many teachers, tenaga pengajar, they say. Of course, me as the one who run the show, but there's our English teachers, there's our counselors, there's our panel of doctors from Hospital Beyond Boundaries who will do medical checkups and do nutritional talks to them every month. We also have our project management teachers who teaches them on to become project managers in the future. We have so many people involved at Discover Muay Thai Academy. Discover Muay Thai Academy is run almost like a school, where they all will live there and stay there for 4 months every day. And just imagine having people and having boys from different backgrounds. You have Malay, you have Chinese, you have Indians, sleeping together with our Muay Thai coaches are from Thailand who are world champions. So it's different culture inside that academy itself. What we enforce is 3 things: discipline, respect, and honor. You have to be disciplined. You have to be punctual. You have to follow time. You have to make sure that you don't skip classes. You have to make sure that you wake up on time. Everyone wakes up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. The Muslims will start praying at 6:15, while the non-Muslims will prepare light breakfast for them. And we have light breakfast at about 6:30 all the way until 7. And then at 7, all of us will run together to KLCC Park, and that will take about 10 kilometers back and forth. So everyone will do this together. So now they have to adapt to that culture of a family-like culture like never before, regardless of their background. This is something that is not easy for them to get used to. So we enforce the rules that they have to follow, and so on. And that's a bit of what the culture is like when you are at Discover Muay Thai Academy. But once they graduate from Discover Muay Thai Academy, for example, they become Muay Thai coaches with us under Discover Muay Thai, or they become a part-time or permanent or full-time staff with us on the business side of things. I can't treat them like how they were when they were at the academy. When they do business, for example, with us, working with us, I have to be very professional with them, like they are my employees. I have to understand. I have to teach them on different skills that they did not learn during the academy. But the academy definitely gives them a lot of expectation of what I expect for them if they are to be hired by me to become a staff at Discover Muay Thai. And to work at Discover Muay Thai, the culture that we bring is very open door policy. Each of us, all the founders, all the co-founders, the teachers, our supervisors, we all are like brothers to them. Prior to them even joining Discover Muay Thai, we are like brothers, where they can talk to us every day, wherever they have issues. Now we introduce a new arm, which is called Discover Muay Thai Welfare. It's being taken care of by one of our co-founders as well, to make sure that even the boys from batch 1, 2015, what their welfare is right now, what issues they have in terms of financials, family, and so on, is being taken care of by Discover Muay Thai. So So yeah, those are the type of things that we apply at Discover Muay Thai, and the culture that we actually apply at Discover Muay Thai Academy and at Discover Muay Thai in general.
Understood.